right, I got a couple minutes, so I'll just run this one by the other day. I get asked all the time, are septic inspections worth it? Yada, yada, yada. So, very nice young couple, they owned a house on the edge of town that has septic problems. So they bought another house outside of town, which they want to do some more things with. They were going to start a coffee roaster for their coffee business. So they have to get FDA approval. Well, they got the building set up, they got the roaster in, they got all the power, lights, all that other junk run. So the FDA says, well, you got to get approval from the health department. The health department comes in and says, well, we got to inspect your septic. Okay. They bought the house back in July. They were told that the system was pumped in June. Not inspected, just pumped. So that was good enough. Like, oh, if it was pumped in June, then it's fine. We won't have any trouble. Okay. So he goes, he digs up the septic tank. He goes and he pops it open. Level looks good. He figures he's not going to have any trouble with the health department when they come to inspect. It rains. It rains heavily. Just steady. Not heavy, but steady. So when the health department shows up, he's over full. I mean, it's right up to the brim. It's got nowhere to go. Well, somebody had done some landscaping and laid out some clay and some blacktop over where we think the field is before he bought the house. And the system was put in 1963, 64. Hand-laid concrete tag, slab top, little 2-foot wide things. So the field is suspect to begin with, and now it's running backwards because it rained. And the health department wants me to fill out a form on what I saw when I pumped it, because I wasn't there to pump it when they did the actual inspection, which is unusual. So now he's looking at replacing his septic system. He's like, well, what kind of septic system will I have? And I'm looking at his neighbors, and there's a mound, there's a mound, there's a mound. He's got a creek running through, or a seasonal creek running through his backyard, and an underground spring that runs through the whole area. So yeah, he's getting a mound system. I don't do installs, period. I just don't. So now, he's got everything in place to get his coffee roasting business off the ground so he can do his own signature roasts and everything. But he can't because the septic is no good on a house he bought 8 months ago, and was told, oh, the septic is fine, it was just pumped. So you tell me, do we do inspections or not? Toodaloo.